Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really powerful chapter from the fantasy series Dreamweaver to explore a fascinating question. What happens when the very foundation of a relationship just gets completely erased?
I mean, really think about that. This isn't just some hypothetical for our main character, Zan. This is the devastating new reality he's confronting at the start of this story. He's about to find out that his entire shared history with the girl he cares for has literally vanished from her mind. All right, let's get into this.
So, the chapter kicks off with Zan waking up feeling pretty good, actually, relieved that things might finally be getting back to normal. But that hope, it just shatters when he finds Ayumi, the girl he lives with and protects, treating him not like a friend, but like some dangerous intruder in her own home.
And there it is, that one question from Ayumi. The book says it hits Zan like a blow from heaven. In a single instant, his whole world is just turned completely upside down. The person he's fought beside, cared for, she has absolutely no idea who he is. And look, from Ayumi's point of view, she's completely rational. Her memory feels perfectly fine. She remembers her entire life, just without him in it. So, and this is the crucial part, it's not like he's just a forgotten acquaintance. It's like his very existence has been surgically removed from her reality, leaving this huge void where their history used to be.
Zan is, as you can imagine, completely heartbroken. He's trying everything to jog her memory, listing off all the battles they fought, the promises they made, and nothing works. He starts to believe that their time together was just worthless baggage to her, and completely defeated, he decides the only thing left to do is leave.
You could just feel the pain here. He even changes back into his old, tattered clothes, which is this really symbolic act of shedding the life he had built with her. The pain of being so completely forgotten is so deep that just erasing himself from her life seems like the only logical thing to do. But right as he's about to walk out the gate for good, Ayumi's father, Mr. Kurosawa, stops him, and he delivers this incredibly powerful plea, basically reframing this whole tragedy not as an ending but as an opportunity. This is the moment, the critical turning point, that shifts the entire emotional direction of the story from pure despair to hope. So, fueled by this new perspective, Zan's whole mission just changes. Instead of mourning what's lost, he decides he's going to build a new future. He invites Ayumi out on what's basically their first date, with this goal of forging a brand new connection, one memory at a time. Let's see how he pulls this off.
And Zan, he's got a plan. Their day becomes this series of really unique, shared experiences. They swap music, he literally has to perform for their lunch, and then they engage in a little bit of lighthearted rebellion. Every single one of these activities is designed to rebuild their bond in a fun, kind of unconventional way.
Now, this right here is some fascinating world building. In this part of the dream world, Zan doesn't pay with money. His currency is humor. He has to literally earn their meal by making people laugh, which just shows you how unique his status and his charisma are in this little community.
And the thing is, he's great at it. His jokes are all these hyper-local disses that the entire restaurant just loves. And through this performance, Ayumi gets to see a side of him that she never knew, or, well, doesn't remember. He's not just some random stranger. He's a beloved local celebrity, the little king of this place.
The meal ends with this hilarious prank where Zan insults the entire audience in a closing prayer, which forces them to make this frantic escape by literally diving through a glass window. And that chaos leads them right into their next activity. A mischievous and, believe it or not, therapeutic session of throwing stones and breaking the windows of abandoned buildings. At first, Ayumi is horrified by the idea. I mean, it's crazy, it's destructive. But Zan coaxes her into trying it, and to her own surprise, she finds this weird joy and release in the act. It's this moment of shared, lawless fun that just breaks down her walls even more. So, as the sun starts to set, all that laughter and mischief gives way to a much deeper emotional climax. Zan takes Ayumi to one last, magical location that he's saved for the end, setting the stage for the most important moment of the day.
He brings her to this field of lunar flowers, and they have this incredible metaphysical property. They absorb moonlight and then start to glow. He tells her he wants these glowing flowers to symbolize her lost memories of him, which is just a beautiful, poignant metaphor for something that's gone but still beautiful.
And right there, surrounded by this sea of magical light, Zan just lays his heart bare. He doesn't try to prove anything. He doesn't list off all the ways he saved her. He just confesses with a simple, direct, and incredibly vulnerable, "I love you."
That single moment changes everything. The whole day of forging new memories has been a massive success. As they head home, that initial dynamic of intruder and victim, of stranger and amnesiac, has been completely transformed into something new and, more importantly, genuine.
And this is the resolution we've been waiting for. Ayumi gives him the validation he needed, but not by remembering the past. No. Instead, she elevates their new present. She's basically saying that the memories they just chose to create together are even more valuable than the ones they lost to some curse.
So what this really highlights is this fundamental shift in the relationship's entire foundation. You see, their lost past was defined by conflict, by trauma, by struggle. But their new present, the one they built in a single day, it's founded on joy, laughter, vulnerability, and mutual choice.
They get back home, and the story wraps up not with any lingering sadness, but with Zan telling a ghost story that terrifies everyone. And it all ends in a playful pillow fight. They've managed to replace the pain of lost memories with pure laughter, bringing real happiness back into the house and resolving that initial, awful conflict.
Ultimately, this story leaves us with a really profound question about what truly defines a relationship. Is it the weight of a shared past, or is it the power of a chosen present? Can a bond that you build on new joy actually be stronger than one that was forged in old conflict? It kind of suggests that maybe, just maybe, the act of creating a future together is more powerful than just remembering a past.